you are going to have to keep the Twitch chat open since we're doing marbles for this regular stream. Eventually, this will start to realize that there's YouTube chat being sent to it, but for now, nobody's saying anything. I'm all alone. You're all condemned to insignificance. OMFG, the inconvenience. God damn it. I'm so sorry for making you have two chats open. There we go. Now it's realized that it exists. Okay. Marbles. Can I have the chat on as well? Exclamation mark play in the Twitch chat if you want to join. You do realize I only have 3 monitors, right? I'm sorry, alright? I don't know what I can do for you. I'm trying my best to make it as accessible as possible. I realize it's difficult when you've only got 3 monitors. Do you want me to buy you a 4th monitor? I can see how it would be difficult for those on mobile, because you're going to have to switch apps all the time, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right, let me get through the Patreon questions. We've got Patreon supporter questions first before I open up the floor to you lot. Last time I asked a question, I got ChatGPT to write it. This time I can't think of a prompt that would give a better question. This month I'm going to be greedy and ask 2 questions since I didn't bother last month. Is that okay? So, since you're Patreon subscribers are your most favourite people in the world and get perks like our monthly pizza date and the opportunity for you to cheese their tracks so much they stop making them, what are you most looking forward to in GTA 6? Okay, that might have happened once, that I cheesed the track so much that the submission didn't come in after that. I'm guessing this is from Antarity, the creator of said track. Yes, it's okay, I suppose. And what am I most looking forward to in GTA 6? A new map. Just a new goddamn map. I'm so sick of Los Santos. If they'd added San Fierro and Las Venturas at some point during the course of the last 12 years, then I probably wouldn't be as bothered, but it's outlived its time now. You hardly know the current map. I mean, okay, you're not wrong, but it's going to be nice to have something fresh again. The wonder and exploration and unknowingness. It's going to be nice. Who is your favourite Fred? There is a right answer. Remember, you're Northern. Some examples you could choose from are Dibner, Dininij, and Siriex. For November, but do now. Okay. Oh yeah, that was my little note. That was the second question. I'm just going to do it now. I don't know many Freds. I know Fred Dibner. I know of Fred Dibner. I don't know him personally. I don't know many other Freds. The Fred from Fred Weasley. He's pretty funny in Harry Potter. I think that's my answer. Oh yeah, Flintstone, of course. Igor takes the win on that one. Random. Fred Flintstone must be the most popular, most well-known Fred of all time, surely. Anyway, thanks Antarity for those questions. I guess I can open the floor to you guys now. The first lap. We got laps again! Yes! G Fred isn't your favorite Fred. I mean that's not Fred, is it? Fred Dibner's the only right answer. Yeah, Stephen Fry's really good on the Harry Potter books. It's a shame he only did the first of the Hitchhiker's books. I couldn't get off with the second one and the third one and whatnot. From audiobook style. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. There you go. Answered. Exclamation mark play in the Twitch chat, by the way. Any other questions? Or is that it? Should I end the stream now? This Q&A stream is very short. I've got a podcast to do. I've got a question for you lot. Do you think the podcast is actually going to happen today? That's my question. It's meant to. But it was meant to last month too. No. Yeah. Brands Hatch next week. Is that iRacing? I don't know what my plans are for iRacing at the moment. I'm just taking every week as it comes, if I'm honest. Have you played the new Pokemon? Absolutely not. I don't really intend to either. I don't have a Switch 2 either. I know it's on the regular Switch, but I don't intend to get a Switch 2. Suika when? Suika whenever you want, because you can play it whenever you want, Phil, if you didn't know. Have you checked out the Sim Racing Expo announcements? No. GT4's a Brands Hatch in iRacing. Huh. Maybe I'll give that one a go. Are you doing a vid on what cars do most deserve HSW? No, I'll just let my dreams be crushed silently. I am going to do one on the class misallocations and stuff. Has baby 1322 started to stand up yet? Crawling, I guess, by this time. No. He is only now just rolling over from his front to his back. He's very late on all that. I supposedly was, according to my mum. What's your favourite Mega Evolution? I don't like any of them. How annoyed would you be if they added all terrible handling flags to every car in GTA 6? Pretty damn annoyed, I think, is the right answer. What is my marble doing up there? It'll never happen. They tried it. They realised it was a terrible idea. Yeah, I could be in with a shout for a win here if it turns at the right time. No, too late. Rip. It was so close. I'm instead going to be last. And Fenhen gets lucky. Takes the win. Oh, it was so close. What would be your real life car testing track? I mean, proximity wise, Croft. That's the one that's closest to me. Or are you saying if I had like a choice? that I didn't have to travel to. It was just there on my doorstep. I thought this track was replaced. Yeah, it was. You can't select it manually, but it does pop up sometimes in the random selection, which is nice. I don't know what I would choose as a car testing track. Maybe Tsukuba, because it's quite short. Like, you'd want it to be somewhat short and have some corner variety. Let's do random again. The only two handling flags they should continue using going forward are the bush immunity and the non-boost that open wheel has on all vehicles in GTA 6. Yeah, well, we'll see what they do. There's quite a few useful ones beyond those two as well, but I have a question. When's the Christmas tree going up? Can you just... Like, it's probably going to be going up early November. As I've already explained, because of Xerxes. She wants it up early. Wouldn't be my choice, but she's the boss. I like how there's still people who aren't subbed playing marbles. Well, you don't have to be subscribed to be here, as long as you've been into the streams long enough to have the regular role. But yeah, even if you don't have access to the regular stream, you can still just stay in Twitch chat and type play when everybody else does. Do you think Max is in with a chance of taking the title this year? Yeah. 50-50 in it. I was thinking about this the other day that, like, I'd almost welcome Verstappen winning the title. Because the other two have just been so boring. And you know when you look at a championship and every champion has at least one or two races across the season where it's like, that is a champion's drive. That's an incredible drive that they've done there. And if they end up winning the championship, it'll be because of this performance right here where they really just did an incredible job. I feel like neither of the McLaren guys have done that at all this season. Whereas Verstappen has done it many times. So it'll be interesting to see. How fun is it seeing the little fella eating solid foods for the first time? Yeah, it's really fun. It's one of the most enjoyable parts, I think. Giving him food. He's really enjoying it and embracing it. Is he going to go for 2 in a row? Wait, no, was it in a row? No, 2 out of 3 races. Damn. Does he like cheese? He does. He does. He is a big fan of the cheese that we tried him yesterday with. I was thinking of, speaking of the regular role, I was thinking of like changing it up a little bit and having and introducing, like, I don't know what I'd call it, but for the want of a better word, a regular plus. So like regular is at 10,000 and then regular plus is at 100,000. And like regular plus is for the oldies. There'd be no benefits to it. Like, you know, you still get all the same perks for being a regular, you know, as you would now. Just be a way to further highlight the one of the oldies. Regular Plus. It's the new subscription service. You have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay more for Regular Plus. It's not only just having 100k RP. You've also got to be subscribed for over 100 months. Have been a member for over 100 months. Been a Patreon supporter for over 100 months. Call it FFS to you again. Who was the first regular through stream watching points? Oh, I've got no idea. Old regulars have already paid in mental anguish. You should say Regular Plus gets a secret benefit so people stick around longer just to see what it is. A modern day mystery religion. A secret benefit that only the Regular Pluses know. No perks, but a separate chat for the OGs. Yeah, maybe I'd give something to it. Like, no perks in terms of, you know, you still get a permanent place in the crew or whatever. Maybe Regular Pluses could go up to the next rank in the crew or something. The current threshold for RP, yeah, 7,200. Tell us what the super secret special project was. Damn, that's an old reference, that. Oh, I didn't start it. That's an old reference, yeah. Regular Pluses can find out what the super secret special project was from like 2016 or whatever. I'll finally divulge it. I thought I did at one point on stream, but if I did, people have probably forgotten already anyway. First rule of Regular Plus, don't talk about Regular Plus. And then I'll do a special Regular Plus stream once a year just for the old oldies. Let's see, how many people would have the Regular Plus role? The RP leaderboard's taking a while to load. I wonder if it's because everybody is... Damn, people have got some significant amounts of RP now. $91 people I just checked. Like 100,000 RP doesn't seem like a lot when you consider that the top on the table have over 200,000. But then you consider that it's 10. It would be, well, if I put the regular roll at 10,000, it would be 10 times more. Like, it's just because we've had so many people be here for so long. Twitch Prime Reminder has 106,000 RP. Wonder who that is. Yeah, so there's a few that... So it wouldn't even be the top 100 of all-time Twitch watchers that would get it. Interesting. Then after 6 months, introduce Regular Plus Platinum for only 1 million RP. Nobody has it. It's just me. It's just a channel just for me. I'll stream to myself. I don't know. I just felt like it might be a nice little idea to recognize, like, the regular role. I think is a good. It's a perfect amount for the, you know, joining these streams, having the ability to join sessions and get perks for being a subscriber without being a subscriber. Just from being, you know, watching for so long. But maybe there's something I can do to recognize those who've watched for too long. Fulax dominated that one. What's your favorite shiny Pokemon? Ooh. Oh yeah, I knew there was one. Not Cloyster, Shellder. I had to just go within the recesses of my brain to figure it out. Did you have many viewers on the first stream? I couldn't possibly tell you. I've got no idea. It wasn't 0. Because I had a YouTube channel of like 30,000 by then, I think, by the time I streamed for the first time. And it was like for a subscriber lobby, I think, if my memory serves me correctly. And I announced it beforehand on YouTube, and then when it was happening on YouTube. It might be that there's a video somewhere, like from around that time when I did my first stream of me talking about having done my first stream or something, and then being like, and we had like just an offhanded comment at some point during that video saying, and we had like almost 50 viewers during the stream, which was amazing, or something like that. But that's what like AI would be good to pass all of my videos to get that information from, wouldn't it? This new thing called Twitch. Yeah. The right way, built up a following first before streaming. I wouldn't necessarily say right way, but it's a way that I did it. It is. I feel like it is potentially probably more difficult to build up a following with just streaming. When's the next Kamikaze, Fred? Nothing planned right now. Might be 2026 at this point. Maybe I'll try to fit something in January before MCEC starts. Unless we do a one in the snow again or something. When was your first stream? May 2014, I think. I don't know the exact date. No, I do know the exact date. It's part of the donation sounds. Was it the 4th of May? I think that's where the 405 and the 514 donation sounds come from. I may have something planned for Christmas if you do one in the snow. Okay, well then we definitely will then. Found your channel through testing videos. I first thought you had some program because you drove each test so similar. Someone asked that in a comment recently on the testing videos. So it was a comment saying something like, are you driving these or do you use AI or something? Lots of death in this one. I'm pretty sure I've got a video on my channel of where I watched back my first live stream. Cooper Towers is taking the win on this one. Holy shit. Wow. The video where I was looking back at my first ever live stream is from 2016. I thought it was like much more recent than that. You know, like, you know, you'd leave, say, 6 or 7 years or something, and then, oh yeah, I've still got some clips from my first ever Twitch stream. But I did it like I did it about 2.5 years after my first ever stream. Time to do it again. I'll have to do it again. If you search my channel for a look back at my first ever live stream, that's where you'll get the video. All right, so this was from May the 6th, 2014, the very first stream I ever did. I used the Elgato to stream, I think. May the 6th. I think the clip was created on May the 6th. The actual stream was May the 4th. But yeah. PS3 sub lobby. I reckon the commentary is suffering a bit because you probably did more full-on race face back then. Try harding for the streamers. Probably. Probably. Tommy, the wheeling Barty got me the win. Wait, am I gonna? I think this is where I say the line. Did I say anything? Am I saying anything? I'm watching me watch me. Will you do it? I'm just gonna wait until I see something. That's what I'm doing on this stream, and then I'll thank you for the donation. What a weird race that was, guys. Did you see that? Chaotic spray. What a guy. That was some serious racing going on there. Right at the line. And then there's the donation sound. I guess we've had the donation sound since that video went live. I look back at my first ever live stream. That was that video. I can't believe that was done in 2016. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years since a video where I looked back at my first ever live stream. What has happened with time? Sully No Money has channel data for you going back to September 2015. Peak viewers at around 250 on September 2nd, 2015. Yes, I'd been streaming for over a year at that point. Yeah, we old. I know. What happened? Oh, link to these clips. Do they still exist? Did I have to delete them? Oh no, the clips still exist. 11 years ago. They're probably the oldest clips on my Twitch channel, I imagine. Yeah, I think I went back around when I was sorting out the donations for those early clips from my first stream. I'm pretty sure I went back to my videos where I was like announcing the PS3 sub lobby, and I'm gonna stream it to see what date it actually was, and I'm pretty sure it was the 4th of May. That's why the donation is 405 and 514. So, a video coming up in 19th of November 2016 was when I put up that video. So, let's say 19th of November 2025, I'll put up another video looking back at the video where I looked back at my first ever live stream. No, I won't do that. Yeah, COVID ruined time. Nothing's happened since 2020. I could imagine that video being like about 4 years ago. Or less than 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, because we're still at the start of 2020. Looking back at my first ever stream. Not almost 10 years ago. Damn. Anyway, that'll do us for this one. Thank you guys for being here for another regular stream and looking back at the past. Zexy is going to be streaming, but she's not ready yet. So go to her channel anyway, and you can wait for her to go live. That's going to need the HTTPS, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll be back for the podcast, assuming it goes ahead, in a few hours. But yeah, thank you for watching the regular stream. And yeah, I'll see you on the next, whether you saw this on Random Bits or whatever. I'll see you on the next video, the next stream, whatever it is. Thank you all. See you in a bit. Bye.